Coming up on First at 4, a forestry firefighter dies while trying to put out a wildfire in Virginia. And one fiscal court in eastern Kentucky makes plans on how to use the money they received in a settlement between the state and opioid manufacturers and distributors.
Plus, we're drying out now, but another chance for rain is with us before the weekend is over. Those details are coming up as Mountain News First at 4 starts now.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, a Virginia Division of Forestry firefighter has died after an incident in southwest Virginia. Officials with VDOF say Rocky Wood was killed yesterday while fighting a wildfire along Lester's Fork Road in Buchanan County. Wood was a 7-year veteran of the Forestry Service based out of the Van Sant office. Wood was also the chief of the Hayside Volunteer Fire Department and was the vice mayor for the town of Hayside. Forestry officials say an investigation is underway to figure out what happened. We have a reporter there gathering information and hope to have more in our next half hour and tonight at 6. The Perry County Fiscal Court received thousands of dollars from a settlement between the state and opioid manufacturers and distributors. Now they are making plans on how to use it. The county government partnered with Spark Ministries to work on finding ways to distribute funds that they have received. Regional Coordinator Jenny Combs says there are many things they want to see addressed.
Some of the gaps that we see in our community is housing, employment, resources for families and children in recovery. So Spark Ministries' passion is to see people in recovery, not just the person that's in active addiction, but also the families reached with resources.
Another opportunity would be recovery programs for people in jail who have battled addiction. We'll have more on that tonight at 6.
Well, our late week system from yesterday, that moves out as we head through the rest of tonight, but it has left some clouds sticking around through the region as we head through the rest of the evening. There's the view from Somerset, a busy Friday evening. Folks headed home from work after a long work week, mid-40s out there, very chilly, about 10 degrees cooler than we should be this time of year. The overcast hangs low over London Corbin Airport, but we are dry at this point. 42 chilly degrees out there, and we remain quite chilly throughout the region. I can't rule out a shower or two into the northern parts of Pike County, into Mingo County, even far southern Martin County, but many of us remain dry this afternoon and chilly. 40 in Pikeville, 41 in Prestonsburg, 42 Jackson. We're a little bit milder where we've seen a little bit of that sunshine just south of the region. That cloud line is hanging tough just outside of our viewing area. But maybe some folks in Southwest Virginia are running into a little bit of sunshine. We will continue to see clouds kind of hanging tough during the next 12 hours. As we head through the early morning, we fall into the 30s with some chilly air. Details, though, on when some showers could return, that's in a few minutes. Steve?
Evan, thank you. Kentucky's Attorney General is sharing a message of support for Senator Mitch McConnell. Daniel Cameron used to be Senator McConnell's legal counsel. The senator is still in the hospital after falling at a private dinner in Washington this week. He has a concussion and is expected to remain hospitalized for a few days. Today, Cameron says he is wishing Senator McConnell the best.
Obviously, you know, he's a dear friend and wish him a speedy recovery. Got the chance to talk to a close friend of his yesterday and understand that he is in good spirits and is ready to leave the hospital.
McConnell is 81 years old. He's represented Kentucky in Congress for nearly 40 years. Police in Germany are investigating after several people were killed in a shooting at a Jehovah's Witness center in Hamburg yesterday. Authorities believe a lone gunman opened fire after a religious service at the center, killing at least 6 people. The suspected shooter was also found dead, while others were injured. Authorities have not released any additional information or a possible motive. We'll have more about this coming up at 5:30. Mexican authorities arrested 5 people today in connection with the deadly kidnapping of 4 Americans in that country last week. Another new development, the Mexican drug cartel believed to be responsible for the attack has now allegedly released an apology letter claiming their members who did it acted on their own against cartel rules. CNN's Ivan Rodriguez has the latest.
These are the 4 Americans who were kidnapped in Matamoros, Mexico, where only 2 of them survived. The father of one of the victims killed, still trying to make sense of it.
That was hard for me to see those videos and see them dragged and throw it on the back of the vehicle, you know. And it was like God was preparing me already to know that, you know, it was probably the worst.
According to images circulating online and a version of the letter obtained from an official familiar with the ongoing investigation, the cartel believed responsible has turned 5 of their own members over to Mexican authorities, along with making a public apology, saying in part, the Gulf Cartel Scorpion Group strongly condemns the events of last Friday. Going on to say, for this reason, we decided to hand over those directly involved and responsible for the acts who at all times acted under their own determination and in discipline and against the rules in which the Gulf Cartel always operates. The official says U.S. and Mexican authorities believe the letter is authentic, but doubt the sincerity of the group's apology. U.S. Ambassador to Mexico Ken Salazar says he's proud of the law enforcement collaboration between both countries.
We have a very significant operation underway that will continue until we find those who are responsible.
Friday's arrest of 5 suspects brings the total to 6 people so far linked to the kidnapping and the deaths of 2 Americans. I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
Mexican authorities did not confirm if the 5 arrested today were the same 5 people the cartel claims it turned over to police. Today, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy held a signing ceremony to nullify the D.C. crime bill. McCarthy says Washington will be soft on crime no longer, and that this sends a message to cities across the country that the new Republican majority wants safe streets and communities. Last month, the GOP-controlled House passed a resolution to block the D.C. City Council's original bill, and now President Biden says he will sign it. This after the administration initially put out a statement indicating the president did not support the bill. Coming up on First at 4, sheep outnumber people 5-1 in New Zealand, and someone decided to turn sheep shearing into a competition.
I bet the competition gets bad there. Showers are gone for now, but cooler weather is on the way back in. More details after this.